case study comprised of 4 questions, as all the case studies do, and I sat the case study on the first sit-in, the first day. And the case study was a mix of the 3 objective tests that you do, so the E1, the P1 and the F1 areas combined into a case study. So you actually apply the knowledge that you know to a given case study, which is quite realistic, really. So with the case study, I made sure I knew that case study inside and out. I didn't want to have to look through the case study in my exam. I wanted to know what case study I was going into. So I did mind maps on all the different areas of the case study, worked out the key financial ratios, potentially covered any questions that they could possibly ask. So with Kaplan, when I attended the 5 study sessions at college, we did 3 mock exams for that. But I also went back and looked at the previous paper for the previous case study sit-in and worked out how I could apply my case study to those previous questions. So I was trying to be as prepared as I possibly could, and practice questions definitely help you do that. I would also make recordings of the case study, so I'd physically read it out loud and record myself, so when I was driving I could just put it on and listen to the case study, and just made sure that I had solid knowledge of that case study. And then that meant that I could spend more time focusing on the E1, P1 and F1 areas and just cover all ground, really. So I had the 5 study sessions at Kaplan, and that did a E1, P1 and F1 recap. So the weeks leading up to that, I made sure that I'd covered all of my previous knowledge, went over all of my notes from the different objective tests. And then we did the 3 mock exams at Kaplan. So we did one where my tutor Laura went through the questions step by step and would guide us along it, and then we did another one at home in our own times, and then we did a final case study sit-in, which was a week before the exam, mock style, where we would go in and pretend that it was the real exam and just do the full 3 hours and answer all the questions there with no notes, and I felt like that was a massive help, so I knew what to expect then for the real exam. So with the classroom course, you get an online portal where they upload questions and the mock exams and all of the previous material from the E1, P1 and F1 subjects. So I would recap through all of those, go through all the practice tests on there for each of the areas, and then attend the study sessions in college in a classroom situation as well. And that was a really good combination of the two, I think, because the classroom scenarios helped explain to you what the case study was going to be like, what the examiners were looking for, what previous students have done well. And then in my own time I would do the technical knowledge and the technical study to make sure I had that in my head ready for the next study session.